Hi there, Eve here from Vitamin Eve Nutrition Counseling. And today I'm going to talk about a situation I'm currently in right now that maybe you could relate to. So what's going on is I'm about to meet my friend for lunch in about an hour or an hour and a half, but I'm already hungry. Has that ever happened to you? But before I go into that, I want to take a moment to just thank you all. Thank you for subscribing to my channel and thank you for your comments. I love interacting with you and finding out how you're using this material. So thank you so much. And if you haven't subscribed already, I invite you to do so. So let's jump in. Let's talk about this situation I'm in right now as we speak. I'm hungry right now as we speak, but I'm about to meet a friend in about an hour or an hour and a half. We're about to meet for lunch. What to do in this situation? Well, first of all, old me. Let's talk about what old me used to do. Old me used to think, well, I'll save myself. I'm gonna go out to eat anyway, so I might as well save myself. But what would usually end up happening is I would get too hungry by the time I would meet my friend, and the whole gathering with my friend or my friends would be all about the food. When is the server gonna get there to take our order? When is the food coming? What am I gonna get? What are they gonna get? Like, I was not present with my friends. Has that ever happened to you, that you wait too long, you let yourself get too hungry, and you actually cause more food obsession? And you're thinking more about food than being present with the live friends in front of you. Oh my goodness, I used to hate when that happened, but it was interesting to see how I was actually doing that to myself. The second thing I would do in that situation that old me used to do is if I ate something before I met my friend, I would be so mad at myself for eating, I would just continue eating until it would be a full-blown binge. And the issue with that is not only would I be too full for when I would actually eventually meet up with my friends, like I wouldn't be hungry enough to eat, but what would really suck about that is I'd be so mad at myself that I couldn't even be present with my friends that I was with. And that would irritate me to no end because there I was again, still thinking about food, not being present with my real live friends who are sitting there in front of me. So what I'm gonna do today, and what I do now, is when I'm in this situation, when I'm not hungry at the right time, or I'm hungry before it's actually time to eat, like today, what I do nowadays is I have a snack. I give myself something small to eat that will hold me over, so when I meet my friend in an hour or an hour and a half or so or whatever, I am hungry, but I'm not starving. And what's really neat about when I do this is it allows me to be more present with my friends. And I really love it because I'm not as starving, I'm not in that danger zone, I'm less afraid and less anxious around food, and it feels just so much more better, so much more in flow, and so much more relaxing. So many people ask me, well, what to eat? Well, first of all, something I recommend selecting is something that isn't a trigger food, something that you feel is easy for you to enjoy, something that you're comfortable around, and to choose something that is finite, to serve yourself a small amount of that food so you don't accidentally end up overeating, because you are about to eat in just about an hour or so. So what I have today is I have some apple with some peanut butter, and I'm actually going to have it right now with you. So an important thing to remember when you're doing, I didn't bring a knife by accident, so I'm going to kindly rub my apple in my, it's almond butter. It's almond coconut butter. It's so delicious. And if almond butter is a trigger food for you, or if an apple is a trigger food for you, don't use it in this situation. I don't recommend doing that now. What I recommend is actually having some nutrition that you want to be having. And believe it or not, I haven't had a piece of fruit in like a day or two, or at least not significant enough. And so I'm really happy that I get to have some fruit here, and I get to have some heart-healthy fats and a little bit of protein in that almond butter. So, so good. And so juicy. So juicy for when I'm talking. It actually like lubricates my throat. So let's talk a little bit about the mindset here, because if you're gonna eat, it might be hard to justify, well, why am I eating now? I'm gonna eat in an hour and a half anyway. Won't I be eating extra? Especially for those of you who have like trying to avoid food. I understand, I've done that before myself. I want you to think about it this way. You're much better off taking the edge off of your hunger and staying comfortable in your body, so when you are at the event, you're more likely to enjoy your food, be present with your friends, and eat the right amount. Because what ends up happening when you wait and you let yourself get too hungry is you're more likely to make choices that are more likely to be too much food. Maybe the foods you choose may be too heavy for your body. So you're always better off staying within the comfort level, staying within comfortable hunger and comfortable fullness. I hope that makes sense. It's hard to multitask here, like to eat this and to talk and to think at the same time. So I'm curious to know about you. What about you? Could you relate to anything I'm saying here? Have there ever been times when you get hungry before it's time to eat? What do you do? What ends up happening? Have you ever tried having a snack? So when you get there, you're hungry, but you're not starving. Have you ever tried that? Are you willing to try that? So some of you may be wondering why I am standing here in front of this painting, as I made this painting and I'm very proud of it. I used spray paints and I just wanted to share it with you because I love you. Anyway, so thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful. Please comment below what you got out of this video. And yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.